Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then welcome. I'm so glad to have you. So I know last week I said that we were going to be in my history challenge save again, but I guess I lied. I didn't really end up having time this week to do a longer let's play, so I just have a short build video for you guys today. This is going to be the last house in my Total Drama Island save, so this is going to be for Katie, Sadie, and Eva. And I know that it doesn't really look like it's the aesthetic for any one of those characters. You'll see what I mean at the end once I've put the exterior together. But the reference photos I found were really cute and I didn't want to pass it up. So we're just going to go with it, okay? And it's just sort of going to be a small cottage vibe, just 2 bedrooms. It's 2 different reference photos that I found. I found a exterior reference photo and I found a floor plan reference photo, but there are 2 different houses, and so I kind of combined the 2. Basically it's just like a bigger version of the house that's in the exterior reference photo that I found, because that house is really small, and so I just expanded it to make it 2 bedrooms basically, because I'm gonna have Ava in one room and then Katie and Sadie in the other room, because obviously they are inseparable, so they need to share a space, obviously. And this particular video, I just have the floor plan and the exterior going. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of time this week to do a longer video. I had my maternity photo shoot this week, and that was very time consuming. I also had a midwife appointment, also very time consuming. And I just, have had a lot of stuff to do around the house. I'm getting really close to my due date, and there's just a lot of stuff to do. So I don't have time to just sit at my desk and play Sims, and I don't really have time to sit at my desk and edit either. So this is what you're gonna get. Which, speaking of, I have been thinking about it, and I think my plan is going to be to start my air quotes maternity leave when I'm 36-ish weeks along, just because I have so much to do around the house and I'm becoming increasingly exhausted every single day. So yeah, it's gonna be probably the next 3 or 4 weeks I'll have videos for you guys, and then I will disappear for a while and we'll probably come back in November or December. I mentioned in my last video that it's just gonna kind of depend on when I have my schedule established, basically my routine established, with myself and my child, and also my husband and my best friend who also live with me. So we will sort of play it by ear. I'll keep you guys posted. I always do, or at least I try to. So yeah, that is what we are planning on doing. This build was kind of a pain because I don't usually build with levels. It's very rare that I build with levels because I don't really, it's not that I don't like them, it's that I never really think of an instance where I want to use them. Does that make sense? But this was an instance where I thought you know what, it might be kind of cute to do the kitchen 1 or 2 levels higher than the rest of the house, just to sort of separate it from the dining area and the living room. So I did that, and it looks cute, but it caused some issues with the pantry door placement, so that was a little annoying, but we figured it out. I will play test it before I upload it like I do everything, so you guys don't have to worry about if that door is functional or not, because I will find out for you, and I will fix it before it ever becomes your problem. Obviously, this is just placeholder furniture so that I can figure out the floor plan. I didn't go crazy with placeholder furniture with this one, just because it's such a small space. It didn't feel necessary, but I wanted to figure out the layout of the kitchen before I moved on, basically, just because I feel the kitchen and the bathrooms always help me with figuring out if I have the scale right, if that makes sense. And so yeah, I did the kitchen and the bathrooms, and I put beds in for placeholder furniture, but that's literally it. And I'm not sure what I want to do with color scheme so far, but I'm definitely thinking white, and I don't know what other color, because it'll pull in the exterior. Like I said, you'll see once I get to the exterior what aesthetic we're kind of going for. And obviously I want the interior and the exterior to match a little bit, even if it's not necessarily going to be like one to one, because I still want the interior to sort of match the aesthetic that the characters have going. But obviously white is a color that Katie and Sadie both wear. And so it's not too out of character, even if it's not necessarily like Ava's vibe, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, so like I said, placeholder furniture in the bathrooms, and I guess I forgot about the washer and dryer. I always forget about laundry rooms. I put a laundry room in like literally every build that I do. Well, not every build, but most of them. And yet I still forget that they exist. Oh yeah, and I moved the whole house back. I don't know why I started it so close to the front of the lot. I don't know why I did that, but I did, and so I scooted everything back so that I could have room for landscaping, which didn't do that this time, but I wanted to make sure that I had plenty of space for when I do get to it. I'll probably do the interior and then the landscaping, just because that's usually the order that I do things in. I don't know. There's not really an official, like, method to the order that I do things in. It's just vibes. Yeah, so that's going to be Katie and Sadie's room, and then on the right side is going to be Ava's room. And then I started on the exterior, and this is where things get really cute, okay? Like I said, we're doing kind of a cottage thing. I wanted this house to be, like, a really soft purple to match my reference photo. And also because I can't remember the last time that I built a purple house, like, genuinely. And it's one of my favorite colors on houses in real life. Like when I'm driving around, if I see a purple house, my day is like instantly made. I'm obsessed. Would love to have a purple house someday. And yeah, all of the fixtures are going to be white except for the shutters because of the reference photo. I wanted to keep that just because this house is so cute. It like is giving grandma's house vibes. And grandma's house, maybe not everything always matches all of the time. So we kept the brown shutters. But all of the other windows and stuff have white frames. I just put down those ones from Seasons as, again, placeholders. And then the rest are kind of a mix of, like, base game and parenthood and growing together. Just kind of whatever window fit the size that I needed. And also whatever window was gonna like kind of match the rest of the vibe, because they're not identical, obviously, because they're not all from the same pack, but they do all kind of have the same style going on. And oh yeah, when I was looking at the reference photo, I realized the front of the porch doesn't have any rails on it, so I got rid of the ones on the front, but I kept the ones on the sides just to kind of enclose the porch a little bit. I don't think that this porch in the reference photo has side rails. You can't really see, but it doesn't seem like it does, but I kept them anyway just because it kind of fits the vibe. And I used those ones with the like creeping ivy just to sort of incorporate some of the landscaping once I put that in. Again, I have a vision. You will see once it's all together, you'll see it. And yeah, after the windows, I realized that this side door needed some steps. And so I add some steps so that that door is actually accessible. Probably not going to keep that cottage living door. I'll switch it to something else. But then, yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. Here is a screenshot at the end so that you guys can see the whole vision. And that's it. So give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Leave me a like if you liked it. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram if you so choose. Subscribe to me here. Subscribe to me on my essay channel. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.